the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Good evening, can you guys hear me? Are you hearing me good? Do we have a microphone that is working? Can you guys hear me? Just quickly type in yes if you guys can hear me. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Nice, man. Nice, nice, nice. Thank you very much for joining. Yeah, I think we've got quite a few things which we can actually show you and which we can talk about tonight. So yeah, thank you very much for participating, and I hope you guys have got some questions to actually that you've got lined up before we go through some of the mods on my second shelf, for in case you want to know what Mr. Zor enjoys. But yeah, there's a few items which is in the pipeline to review them, but I'll show you those items though. One of them is a pod system that sucks a bit, but it's something a bit different though. So let's hopefully hope that it attracts some views, because I think it's got something which other mods don't have though, which is interesting. Hi Pierre, goeienaand. Daar's meneer van Sail, we've got that. Neil Pitts is over here, the Urban Man is that. First question, how's the X-Ross stacking up to the Caliburn? Well, both of them can have very similar flavor. Both of them, I just prefer the Caliburn because it's a lot more compact though. The X-Ross, slightly too long for a pocket device though. So yeah, I still would go back to the Caliburn though. I like the Caliburn's flavor, I like the X-Ross flavor, but size-wise, most definitely. Yes, hi there, SDQ Cape Town all the way. So yeah, just to quickly, I just want to, one thing I actually was interested in, which I thought you guys would really enjoy. When you look up reviews, put it that way, one of the items which I am interested in reviewing, which I actually ordered for myself, was the Tauren Max RDTA. Now I've got the normal Tauren RDTA, but I wasn't too impressed with the flavor production on that guy. So it's been down here in a box, but I read up reviews and it's very interesting. There was a very unique review, which, I mean, the words which this person used, obviously the thing got 5 stars, okay, 5 stars, but it's a person's name, it's got the date and it's got the specific wording, which no one else can copy them. And then I went to a different website and I checked up the reviews on that website, and lo behold, here pops up the exact same comment and the exact same spelling mistakes, but a different time and a different name. Now I'm just wondering myself, how much of this type of business is going on in the Chinese companies where you've got these fake guys putting up reviews for items, and then we come along and we read them, or we just basically follow one website and read the 5 stars or the 4 stars from that website. Meantime, it is guys which most likely are employed or are friends, fake, and it sucks. It sucks. So, any case, and basically the only way which I think which is going to make it difficult for you guys to decide whether you're going to like something or not is actually by looking at the device. Because I mean, who can you trust these days for reviews? And I mean, as I said, the one guy doesn't like something, the other guy does like it a lot. And then you get guys which keep on liking every bloody thing which they receive, no matter what it is. And yeah, I've lost a few companies which decided they're not going to send me any more stuff just because I had a problem with the airflow or had a problem with the coil leaking inside the pod or whatever the case may be. But those are the things you've got to say. You've got to tell the story of that. So, in any case, what I've got in front of me though, which we're vaping on, is the Daney 21700, still with the 1.5 on, with a bit of caramel tobacco inside here. The Aromamizer 1.5 light. And then this guy, which has been specially kitted out. Okay, you obviously all know the Tauren. Let's put some more light on the subject over here. But you all know the Tauren. But what's in the Tauren is this. Is that. Now, I'm sure everyone knows Jay Hayes. You should know Jay Hayes. I mean, his name is even on the back of the package. And if you don't believe me, there it is. But I mean, you see this guy use this cotton every time, and it's an old cotton. It's not a new cotton now. And I was very interested, very intrigued, and I actually wanted to order it a while back there, but it's extremely expensive. I think it's the most expensive cotton which you get, vape cotton on the planet. But the Maviton X is the new one. The older one was just a plain Maviton. This guy's a bit more refined there. But listen, I'm going to tell you straight up. It's in here. I posted pictures of my wicking. And I think this cotton, if it takes off here in South Africa, it's going to take off. And I'm going to tell you why. Now, I've been using Cotton Bacon Prime. Now, I know you get the 30% people which really like Cotton Bacon Prime, and then you get your 40% people which think it's absolute rubbish. Then you get your 10% people that never heard of Cotton Bacon Prime. But anyways, that's what I was enjoying up until this point. And I'm still not taking anything away from Cotton Bacon Prime. But what makes this Maviton special, it's a lot more forgiving. And I haven't seen that though. For the guys who's got a problem with the Tauren Beast because apparently of leaking, they don't know. What makes this cotton great is the fact that it's got slightly thicker fibers. And it's extremely fluffy as well. But that fluffiness and the thicker fibers causes the cotton to actually expand as soon as you start saturating the cotton, which is awesome. Because that still allows juice to go up your juice ports there, but still closes it up enough that it doesn't actually leak through it though, and that is great. So yes, I'm really enjoying this cotton, and I'm very glad that I actually bought it though. And it is available. If you look at the bottom, those oaks here at the bottom, you'll see there's the guy on the left, which is probably your left, my right, but that's Vapors Cafe. And if you go to Facebook and you just type in Vapors Cafe, go message those guys, go and talk to them. Because one of the guys that's involved in Vapors Cafe is Maurits Coetzee, and he has become one of the sole distributors of I just want to check if my mic's still on. Sole distributors of Maviton and various juices, and they're starting to bring in high-end gear. They're working on their website at the moment, which I think is fantastic for South Africa. I've been longing for something like that though. Not necessarily that I would be able to have the money to go and purchase high-end gear from them, but I think to put us on the map, to say that vaping is serious enough in South Africa that you actually have got the support base of vapors which is going to support that kind of shop. And I think there is a market for it though. Let's quickly see what's going on over there. Urban, some of these online written reviews are very sketchy. Yeah, no, they're definitely sketchy. As I said, I did a screenshot of the two, and you can see by the wording, there's no way that two random people on different places came up with that exact same comment. It's impossible. Just to give you an example, inside the comment, they didn't use the word e-juice. They used the word oil instead of that, though. So, I mean, I don't know. It's a kind of a like you long time, that kind of situation. But in any case, I think they actually pay to have reviews created. Yeah, it's probably got guys that's going to do that. Golf Freak says, how's it going, guys? A greeting from the US. It's a far way. Ain't the internet just a wonderful thing? Just connecting people from different continents. Tectonic plates apart. But yeah, thank you very much for joining. Golfrick says he can't stand Jay Hayes. He's got his followers. I cannot give an opinion about the guy. I mean, he's got the numbers. He has got the subscribers. As I said, I'm just a small little fish. I'm a neon in a 3-meter aquarium, tropic aquarium, or one of those little neons that's barely staying alive. So yeah, no, I can't comment on those guys. But yeah. That's a big bag of cotton will last me for 30 years. This is a 12 point, and it doesn't seem a lot because I mean it's 12.5 grams. But just check this out. I mean you can almost make a jersey for your Jack Russell with this thing. Check this amount of cotton which you're gonna get, and it's things which fold and they fold open, and it goes like that, and then it goes like that, and it's like a Father Christmas type of situation over here. And they've already got these, if you can see nice and closely, they've almost got these little 3 millimeter diameter sections as well, which you're just going to pull off. But it's not cheap. Don't think you're going to pay anything less than 400 Rand for this packet. That's landed. But it's because, I mean, it is in a very expensive cotton now. Almost stamp at my FA fresh creamy something. But yeah, so that is what is inside here. And another thing which I really like about this cotton, I pushed my ages up to 105 watts, vaping on this 0.2 ohm coil. And the cotton just holds up. It is stunning. And that you don't often find with other, well, I haven't found that with other cottons. So anyone that's going to tell me that this cotton does not produce, not great, super flavor, you're smoking something. You're taking something illegal. It's not supposed to be natural for your body. But yeah, this is great. This Maviton is great. It's going to go. It's going to go. But as I said, just go to that Vapors Cafe, Facebook, and ask the Oaks. Whether they're still available. I think Moritz told me he brought in 10 or 12 packets of these things, and they're all gone already, but he is ordering more. And another thing we're also bringing in, just for the sake of interest, because he spoke to me yesterday for about an hour video call. He loves talking. Moritz enjoys talking. Is Molicel batteries. I think he said he brought in, I'm not mistaken, 1,000 Molicel batteries. Now, Molicel batteries, all of a sudden, I think in the past month or 2 months maybe, became a thing in South Africa. And apparently, it is a battery specifically being, made for vaping. It's not rewrapped or redesigned or refurbished or remanufactured or whatever. It's true batteries made for vaping though, which can handle a lot more heat. So it's actually a very safe battery to use. But in any case, I haven't had Molicels yet, but I'd like to give that a go as well. Let's quickly see what is going on here. Cameron says, I use Japanese cotton, love it. And then Muji cotton is also very good. I've never heard of that. Can you direct lung Twaki? Twaki. Midiboer. I assume Midiboer is Vos. Now, Vos ordered a caramel tobacco from me a bit earlier, 3 milligrams. And that is what I've got in here, but I've got 12 milligrams in here. By the way, if you're wondering what's this thing should autofocus. No, it's not. But yeah, there it goes. I think it's a Very nice. And this is also one of the items which I still want to review. This is the Cree. And what I love about this Cree is it's actually got juice ports on both sides. It's nice and small. You've got this little tip which you can actually remove the screws in. You've got a little adapter for your own 5-10 tips. Beautiful, nice and clear. And it's got great flavor. But there's a 12 milligram in here. So, Midiboer, you must actually tell us if you can direct lung twaki, that caramel tobacco. Now, the urban man, I'm not going to say anything. Never, never. I'd rather watch this. You don't know hazers. You know they creep out of the woodwork. They're everywhere. One of you might be one of them. So as soon as you say something, you must know what happens. There's just snowflakes everywhere. So yeah, and that's a sad thing. I'd rather watch the struggling fish than the sharks. Do you ever have MTL RTAs in your rotation? Yeah, no, I actually do. I mean, this one I'm using as a MTL. The Aroma Miser I'm using as a MTL. And then the, well, I might as well just show you quickly while we're over here. I don't think I'm going to lose my mic at all there. What you see over there is the X, what they call it, the X-Promiser. But that's a little one which is on its way, which I will also be looking at now. And then Moritz also says that I think they're bringing in the Pioneer, if I'm not mistaken, the Pioneer RTAs. So I'll definitely have a look at that. And then there's the gold version, which I actually ordered. But I specifically got it for one of my mods, which you will see in the next video. Not this one, in the next live you will see that. And then this is the pod system which they actually decided to send me, which he actually asked me whether I'd be interested in reviewing it there. And that's why Health Cabin is also one of the links, or also one of the ads which I've got at the bottom over there. So most of the ads are the companies which basically sent me stuff through lockdown to actually keep me busy and being able to put up videos. But yeah, that is I think they call it the TGO. But that little guy, it works with fingerprints, and you can put a total of 6 different fingerprints on there to activate it, to basically switch it on. So you don't have to worry about your kids coming across this thing. So for that, I think it's a very nice feature which I actually have. And then I also ordered the Blotto Mini to see what that's all about. So hopefully I ordered that for also one of my mods, which you will see in the next show, which is not part of tonight's lineup. But those are the 4 things which are on their way, which I'm actually going to have a look at though. So yeah. But anywho, let's quickly go through some of these little comments over there. Your Japanese cotton, it looks like stuffing from an old mattress. It is brilliant. It is brilliant. It's a very good. I'm very skeptical when it comes to hype, especially in South Africa. Yes, there are so many items which have been hyped up, and I assume a lot of you vapors as well have been subject to that type of misleading advertisement. But I mean, when it comes to this, I can tell you, you're not gonna have a problem with this. Honestly, not. And as I said, I'm not telling you because I was sent this. You can ask Moritz. I bought it. I even paid 100 Rand for the courier just to get that cotton to me. So most certainly it's a great cotton. Hierdie water inbreektyd, die watte. It's got a slight taste when you start it up for the first time. It does. It's not that I don't experience nothing. But the thing is, what I find is that taste almost gives a type of bakery depth to whatever you're vaping. I don't know if it makes sense though. You must try it when you actually vape it for the first time. But so it's not a bad thing. Absolutely not. But it disappears very quickly. I mean, this is the second tank which I've got on here, and I think it was on my 5th or 6th toot, that bakery. But as I said, it's almost like if you compare it to music and you put on that extra pair of bass bins, it just gives you that bit of depth in your flavor. So it's nothing bad. It's not the chemist, the pharmacy type of, or a hospital type of aftertaste of. No, it's good. It's very good. I live by cotton fields, and I'm going to try some. Yeah, but you must remember, Neil, this Maviton has been plucked from the fields And then it's been taken apparently to the University of Kansas, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And there they've actually refined it and found out ways of actually removing specific things, just like the oils, etc., but maintaining the organic property of it, not altering the feature of the cotton fiber itself. And then it was packed and produced, obviously, by the Cotton Man company, I think. But I did put it in Facebook. But it is a very good cotton, very, very good. So yeah, just contact Moritz and check it out. And you don't have to order this humongous bag. You can order smaller little tins, which has got less in. But as I said, 12.5 grams. Don't let it fool you. It's a lot of cotton. It's a lot of cotton. All right, then. That's true. Guys, hola, I came in just as KZOR was saying that it's illegal. What was he vaping? I got no idea. Hey, Kelvin's over here. Hi there, Kelvin. Ohm Comforts, the Molly cells have been available in the UK for a long time now. Very good batteries. I use the Mollys and Samsung. Yeah. I'm definitely going to get a pair. Moritz has promised he'll keep a pair for me on the one side, which I will be able to test. And as I said, I've still got 2 nice mech tubes. Yeah, and then I'm going to put another 0.15 build in that mech as well. Not that I'm promoting it. I just want to push the components of the mech. I mean, it's must got vents. There's a reason why these things are supposed to have vents. But the Molly cells apparently can handle the heat. So yeah, now I won't put in a 0.15. Don't stress, man. Know your Ohm's law. Safety first, safety first. That's why I married someone in the medicine field. Molly cell, great batteries. Totally suggest following battery moods for all your battery needs. Yeah, now Cameron, we know battery moods. Yeah, I think everyone knows he's the go-to guy for advice, and you're going to read up on these things when you want to know anything about batteries. Puff the Magic Dragon says, there's a local Cape Townian. Nice, man. One of the guys is one of the frequent regulars of the Cape Town vape meets, which is absolutely awesome. How's it, guys? Hardest Freeze in. That's it, man. Hardest, yeah, I'm not going to say anything, but Hardest has got something special coming your way. But yeah, nothing more. What else I've got is this big guy, the Pasito 2. It's still here, and as I said, I'm finishing the tobacco because what I want to do is I want to use the adapter when I put on my black Tauren Beast on this. After I put some Maviton cotton in there. Okay, what's 100 Rand in US dollars? Oh my word. I think it's $1 to 17 Rand 50 cents, 60 cents, around there. That's the last time which I heard. But it's around there. Say 1 to 17. So yeah, you can think by yourself. I mean, for you it's going to be dirt cheap. US dollars. That's why so it's expensive. Ordering stuff from overseas now, getting stuff from overseas. The only way which you can go basically now is group buys. But the problem with group buys is this guy wants battery wraps, and that guy wants that blue tip, and this guy wants 3 of those batteries, and that guy wants that mod, and that guy wants this pod, and that. And you know how the Chinese companies work. They keep on extending certain items, and then the whole group actually has to wait. It's best to identify something and then say, all right, the Vupu Argus, or Argus, whatever you want to call it. Who's interested? Get 5 or 10 guys and place in a group order. Because, I mean, you're going to pay your $50 or $60. You're going to pay DHL, and it's going to work much better for everyone. So I think that's the way to go with these things. Have you ever used the Luxottic? No, I have not. I have not used that. How to select the correct coil for RTA? Does a coil make... Oh my word, what do you mean does a coil make it? Of course a coil makes a difference. A coil makes a massive difference. For sure. No, massive difference. 2 days ago, a guy came to me and he bought a Tauren because he saw my review. And he sees me using it every time which I review everything. So in any case... He tried building it, he didn't like it, and he got rid of it. But he never met me. So when he got to my house for the first time, I let him heat off this during the COVID time. Just a bit of alcohol spray. And then I gave him a toot of this. And he said it's worlds apart. And that is because he was using different coils. So yeah, it does make a huge difference. And even what metal the coil is made out of. I mean, you can have tricore 28s with 38 gauge aliens around it. But if it's Cantle or it's nichrome or it's stainless, you're also going to experience different flavors. But that all depends on you, because I might enjoy nichrome. I know certain reviewers enjoy Cantle; they prefer that type of flavor. So it's homing down to what you like. But yeah, coils make a huge difference, and it's about surface area as well. And that's another thing which I noticed about this Maviton. Holy shit, nipple. This is good. Because the fibers, it's as if the fibers are strong as well. You're not someone just going to break it with your hand. You actually have to use scissors. It's a very strong fiber. And I think that fiber heats up quicker and it releases, it's as if more particles is released. And I think that is the magic behind this cotton as well. Except its durability and the fact that it saturates and actually puffs out and covers what needs to be covered to prevent leaking in different atomizers. But it's as if it releases more particles. It's just a very bloody nice cotton. So yeah, Moritz, if you're watching, thank you very much for sending this. Can you do a review on the Vupu Argus? I will. I mean, as I said, there's a device which I used my patrons' money and I could actually buy myself one. So I will have a look at the Argus. What actually worries me is the fact that I saw in a period of 3 days, I actually saw 2 people advertising their Argus on in the classifieds, which is strange. So I hope it's not a fact that the paint is starting to fall off somewhere, or the 510 is coming loose or something like that, though. But yeah, but I think from what I have used of it, I think it's a very nice mod. Talking about cotton, what's your opinion on titanium fiber cotton? Gadget Boy, I was sent it. I think Rob Fisher sent me. I know he likes it, but I didn't enjoy it that much though. I gave mine away. I think, yeah, I got it in a nice little tin, but I gave it to someone. So yeah, I didn't like it more. It's definitely not a bad cotton. I'm not saying it's rubbish. Don't quote me on that. But all I'm saying is I was so used to working with cotton bacon prime. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the flavor of cotton bacon prime. And what worries me now is, I know this is probably going to last a long time, but the problem is now that a lot of Cape Townians are watching this video and they know that here is a bit of Maviton in this house and they know where I stay. So obviously they all of a sudden going to come here and their atties need to be rebuilt and things like that. So this little cotton is going to go quicker than it's supposed to. So I hope that they're actually bringing that Moritz brings in the cotton a bit quicker. That'd be great. I haven't tried the Berserker V2. I actually almost, when the Health Cabin reached out to me and asked me whether I wanted to review that Tigo, I was thinking of maybe trying to get the Berserker, but then I saw this X-Promiser, which I think is going to be almost a better bet than the Berserker, and that's why I actually opted for it, but I haven't tried the Berserker as an MTL there. I mean, I'm not that new into MTL, that old. I'm a fairly new guy into MTL. As I said, this is but I've only got 5 MTL tanks at the moment there, and I'm really enjoying them. The Precision is nice. I just retired it because the Cree has got priority at the moment. I really love this Cree. I think this is a beautiful combo. Oh my word. Just looks good on the SX. My beast loops is stroop met die white collar, ja. Ja, listen, ja. You know how I feel about white collar. You see his logo down at the bottom over there. And we're lucky, we're fortunate, but I mean, I think everyone in the world is fortunate to have fantastic coil builders around. And that's one thing us South Africans have. But White Collar just reached out to me probably years ago. And they sponsored me coils, and since then, I mean, I put up a video on Facebook, a photo on Facebook, that these coils, which is inside the Tauren Beast, which I just heated up, evened out the glow, and then put in the Maviton cotton. But some of the 38 gauge fibers, wires are broken loose and they're gone already. So you actually see the core wires exposed in certain areas of the coils. But the coil's still beautiful. There's no signs of oxidation over there. And it's just lovely. And the flavor, as I said, I'm not going to take them out now. The flavor's still awesome on them. So good juice, good flavor, good attic, good build, good cotton. Bob's your uncle. Then obviously the right wattage. How's it? Hope everyone is doing well. I think we're doing good. Clint Bota, new builder. Get some Geek Vape aliens. Geek Vape coils, though. 0.2 ohms work nice. Any watts. Geek Vape. I don't know. I've had Geek Vapes in the past. But once you start using decent, handmade aliens, you won't go back to Geek Vape again. Or those guys who mass produce this stuff. I actually ordered a little container as well, with a few other things which I will show you. Another bottle opener, because I think my bottle opener stripped. I broke off the neck of my bottle opener. Here, and these things are handy. People, for opening bottles, it is absolutely fantastic. But my neck broke off, so I actually ordered a different one, which doesn't have a little thin neck like this. But I can't remember what I wanted to tell you. I forgot. Let's quickly start off with a few mods. Show you a few mods, which is here. Okay, let's start off over here. This one. Okay. So the first one is a mod which I really love. I think it was my first one which I actually paid, which I thought was a lot of money for. And it's this. The old trusty Therion. Oh my word, what a lovely mod. And that door, why they don't bring out mods with more of this type of door, I've got no idea. But this is a great mod. Great mod. And as I don't think I've had any DNA mod of mine which has broken down. But yeah, if you've got this and you enjoy a bit of squonky, you got to have this as well. Yes, you've got to, for sure. So yeah, just the squonk version, but you'll see this is the upgraded one with a color chip inside of it. And then we've got this old Butte, which a lot of people did not like because of that. Basically, almost looks like, say, amber. But yeah, this one's luckily nice and dark as well, but it's still a very nice looking mod. The Paranormal. Nothing wrong with this mod. Absolutely. And even the battery door at the bottom, this thing, or my at the bottom, this thing is just lovely, man. Just lovely. Opens up perfect 92.768 degrees, slightly further than 90 degrees. But yeah, beautiful. So in any case, and yeah, I did order this I've got, well, didn't order it, I bought it. It's already mine. It's the Centaurus. I've got that as well. Because what's the point of having Lost Vape mods, these ones, not the new stuff, these mods, if you don't have the Centaurus? Because I mean, as I said, it's these two which came together, made a bit of kissy, and then came up with the Centaurus. But it's still going to be a great mod there. So yeah, no, I definitely got it. Flash Weeks, hate to leave so soon. Have a business meeting. Cheers, Cameron. Have you got a Sigeli? No, I don't have. I've got 3 of them for $60. No, I don't. I actually don't. Is it nice, Neil? You guys must give your opinions about your mods and stuff in the chat so that people can actually see. The most expensive mod you've ever bought. No, it must be this one. This is the most expensive one I've ever bought. And I'm very happy that I actually did that. But I saved up for it, and I wanted something nice. Something a bit there, just to get that feeling of when you sit around and that oak's around the table, he's got his smock, and that oak's over there, and he's got his PM80 Vaporesso, and then you come out with this monster. Not that you're going to brag or anything, but you just put it down. Ever so slightly, softly, very humbly, just put it down, and occasionally just pick it up and talk vaping, but you've got this in your hand. I mean, it's the same thing. You've got these two Ford Escorts next to one another in the parking area, and in between this Ferrari comes and just sits there. He doesn't riff, doesn't play his music loud. He's just there. So yeah, and this is one of those things. So for sure, I I love the Paranormal, one of my favorites. It is a great mod. Will you ever be able to own a DNA? What do you mean? Yeah, no. Or will never be able to own a DNA? No, man, you will. You will. There are DNA mods which are affordable as well. Last Vape, I've never betted the Therion. I have 2 Therions and Therion Squonks. Yeah, now they are heerlijk, man. I mean, this is such a great looking mod. It is just an awesome looking mod. But it's not the only thing which Last Vape brought out, which is awesome. Not the only thing. Okay, now we've got a trio of some big guys. A trio of some big guys. And they're not from Steam Crate. Don't worry. Not yet. Not yet. I do have them, but not yet. And what I'm talking about, the big guys, I'm talking about these. That. And this is the legendary drone. The drone has entered the room. Yeah. And it's for big guys. It's for big guys. You have to have some seps, né? You gotta have some seps to carry this bloke. Because I mean, it's got some weight to it and doesn't even have his batteries, even an extra bottle. Huh? How do you like them apples? Now, what is nice about this collection, which I built up, is the condition of these things. I was so fortunate that if I was looking for a mod, that someone that actually sold it to me looked after their stuff, and that is key. So I'm asking any of you guys, if you got something special, look after the thing. Don't go take it when you go to a rally or something like that. You take your smock to the rally, all right? You take your Whoopoo drag to the rally. Not this. Not this. Okay, this is one of those things which you're going to take to a fantastic, nice restaurant when you order your steak. Ne? Nice piece of rump T-bone with your spinach cream. Then you got this. So yeah, that's the drone. And then you got this boy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The upgrade. The full Ultim drone. And the nice thing about having both of these is that when you press this one's door in a certain way, when you press the bottle, this one's door has got a slight squeakiness to it somewhere. But this one's door is compatible with this one. So yeah, so all you do is you just remove this one's door. It's the bottle, don't worry. It's not parts. And then being compatible, it's a perfect fit. It is a perfect fit. Alright, just forget this little toki which is over here. Let's get this little toki out of the way. Just look at that, man. Perfect fit. And doesn't that look tits? That looks spunky, man. That's very nice. So yeah, so you've got those options. Let's put back that little bottle quickly. There you go. That is good. That is good. That little okay must come in there. So yeah, those are more lost vapes. Quality. And then you got this guy. Ooh-wee. Ain't that beautiful? And I'm sure you know this. Gotta shine some light on this guy. But yeah, the Triad. And this Triad is the Sub-Ohm edition. And that is the only mod which I should never have sold. Is I had the Paranormal Sub-Ohm edition as well. Just imagine how these two would have looked next to one another. Yes, like it. But that's great. Let's quickly have some questions over here. Last Vape, I've never betted the Theron. That's 222. My favorite mod I own is the Dovpo Topside Light. I was looking at the Dovpo Topside Light because somebody made me a custom. And I'm going to talk about this guy now. In a bit though. Made me a custom Hadley tip. And you guys know how scarce Hadley tips are. Just want to see which one it is. Which box I got it. Can't remember. Hey. Those are the Hadleys. Now, when I'm talking about the tips, I'm talking about tips which look like this. This is a custom Hadley tip. Okay, not the normal tips which you have, but it's a tip which looks like an 810. But it looks like that underneath. Okay, it's difficult for you guys to see. This bloody thing doesn't want to focus now. But yeah, and it just gives you a different experience on the Hadley itself. And then I had a local, just want to see where it is. It is somewhere in one of these packages. I can't remember. There's the other tip. There's another one. Come on, focus, you numbnut. There you go. There you go. Now see, these are the tips which we are looking for. And this guy made me a blue one. So I was looking through some squonkers to actually try and get so I can use the black, because I've also got the black cover. So I wanted to use this one, but I've got the one without the tip as well. This on top of, with the blue one on top of the mod. Yeah, on top of that. And then I was looking at the top side light. To make a long story short, but I didn't find the right color of the top side light. And what worries me about Dovpo products, I'm not sure if anyone else is going to feel the same way as what I do, but they brought out a couple of very good products, but they got flaws. And the one flaw which I've already noticed with the Odin, I watched the review on the Odin from somebody, the black one, and you can actually start seeing the paint fade where it used on a specific surface a lot. So yeah, and I've seen that with different mods as well from Dovpo. So except the doors on the top sides, which seem to give people issues. I've got a top side, the top side single 21700, which hasn't given me any issues so far though. But as I said, it just bothers me that, and it's sad. If you're going to pay so much for a mod, you would want the paint job to be great. I mean, take this guy for instance. Look at that. You know how much I use this thing. This is my daily driver, and there's only starting to come a bit of paint coming off the button, which is fairly obvious. It's the same thing which happens to your steering wheel of your car as well. That's why it starts weathering, deteriorating. But I mean, for a paint job to last this long on this mod, I mean, even that, it still looks very good. Oh man, okay, that's probably too close. Okay, brilliant. Okay, the Odin with the 75C chip. I think it's overpriced. I think it's a very good mod. It's a good chip in there. I like the look of the Odin. I just think it's too expensive. I think it's overpriced. So yeah, and I mean, I know it's got a DNA in it, but I still think they're asking too much for it though. But yeah, if you can afford it, you can probably buy it though. I like them single battery stab wood front plate. They are older mods that shop found in the warehouse. Lekker man, lekker. Love the look of the full Ultim drone. Yeah, Dylan, this thing is beautiful. This thing is beautiful. Now remember, I also got the Nightmare. I don't know if you saw the photo, but I got the Nightmare RDA specifically for this. And the Nightmare RDA, I got the Ultim version as well. So that on here, it looks bloody good. Very nice. What is your oldest still working mod? I think I had it in my previous video. It's the VTC. The VTC mod. That is the oldest one. I think the VTC Mini. That's single battery 18650. That's the oldest one. And the other one, which I think after that's the oldest, is the Alien. This guy actually still works. So yeah. But you can see the paint obviously came off. I mean, I went to school and actually used acid and steel wool to get all the black paint off, and just keeping it this. It's working on a patina. On a patina at the moment. Yeah, the Hadley tips are beautiful, Flat Monkey. They're beautiful. And as I said, if you can get somebody to custom make, because the people don't want to custom make those Hadley tips, because it takes a lot of effort to do that though. But if you're prepared to pay 300 Rand, I mean, I think that's what I paid for my blue one, which the guy made for me. I didn't get it for free. People think you will get everything for free. No. You get the stuff which you don't necessarily want, you get for free. But the stuff which you really want, you need to pay for them. I mean, I can show you some of the Atti stands which Nico Libber made. And that's his name. That's the guy that made the Hadley tip for me as well. But it's not the only tip. Check this one. Okay, one of the mods which you will see in my next video is going to be the G-Class. And I got that black and gold G-Class. Check out that tip. Okay, it's very hard to focus. Put it inside from my face. Come on, you bastardo. Yeah, that's better. But he made this tip. And this was basically this was basically an experimental tip. But I mean, if this guy gets going, he's going to produce beautiful tips. And as I said, his name is Nico Libber, local Cape Townian. Just look at this. Check out that, man. Check out them apples. I'm going to show you something quick. Love shine a light, ne? Let's put off this little lighty over here. Let's put off this little lighty over here. How do you like them apples? How do you like them apples? Let's give it a bit of light at the top over here. Sink in. Ooh. Ooh. Ain't that nice? Boys and their toys. Boys and their toys. For sure. So yeah. And I think this is a beautiful, beautiful Atty stand. I mean, if you're just going to take a mod, Atty quickly, let's take the Tauren Beast, the black one, and put that on there. I think this thing looks absolutely lovely. Having that as a little Atty stand. Where do you want to be? Huh? Check out that. Ain't that lovely? And I think he asked me, I purchased it for 190, I think, 180, 190. He's selling this for. And he's in Cape Town. And I know there is, I think, Bearded Viking, but he's in Natal, so you actually have to pay additional, and he's a bit more expensive as well. But alright, I think he's acrylic or resin. But this is wonderful, small, and I think he makes building stands as well. But this is more for a little Atty stand. And there's a little blue one. Flathead. I think this thing looks cool. And then you've got the little ball. But for 3D printing, it's very well done. Nice. You can see the lines there, yeah, but doesn't matter. And then what I also got is a nice little pillar. Little Atty stand. Ain't that just sweet bananas? Look at that, man. Just look at that. Huh? So yeah, but I told him, listen, there is going to be people that's got Hadleys, which is definitely going to be willing to pay 300 Rand for one of those tips. So even though he goes to a bit of trouble though, and I mean, it's the first one which he made, so it's going to become easier with time. But if you own a Hadley, you're definitely going to buy one of those tips. Make no mistake, definitely. So yeah, and then he also makes this. Check out this little thing. For all of you guys who are into your pods, who's got RBAs like this little guy you use to build your RBAs on. You put your RBA in there and it secures it nicely, and it's like a little stand on which you can build your little thing. So yeah, we've got some talent emerging down here in Cape Town, which is absolutely lovely to see though. Because it's sad when you've got one or two individuals which have the monopoly of a product which a lot of people want, but then necessarily can't afford because of the pricing. So these guys are prepared to come in a bit lower, and it works great. Our Hadley tips are beautiful. Hey, guys are just getting ready to go and sleep and got the notive. Oh man, what time is South Africa? Yeah, it's nice, and it's only 13 minutes to 9 at the moment though. What commercials juices do you mostly buy every time you're at the vape shop? Now, I'm not at vape shops a lot vaping, Fox. Definitely not. Back in the day when I started vaping though, before I started making my own juices. Because I mean, you start enjoying your own juices and then you just continue. And even though it might not be as nice as a commercial juice, you forget how commercial juices taste. And you home in on your juice, which you start really liking. Yeah, I almost forgot to vape. Oh my, you guys are keeping me busy, which is good. Flat Monkey. Okay, so commercial juices. I know TKO's got a good. There are so many juices which are good out there these days. You just go to Vape Shop. There are testers available. You can go and test this thing. As I said, TKO's juices are good. There is, I can't even remember all the companies. There's just so many companies out at the moment with juices. But yeah, and it depends on what you like. I mean, you've got Vapor Mountain, who's got 3-4 very popular juices which you can go and try. I think the Coil company, they've got a couple of very popular juices. You've got I think it's G-Shock. They've got, but as I said, a lot of them promise to send juices for reviews or promise to send juices out of appreciation. But no, you don't see it though. It's just big talk in front of other people when they're standing around. These guys, when push comes to shove, they don't deliver. So yeah, I don't even talk to those guys anymore. I just cut them off. I don't like people like that. I would pay 300 Rand any day, for sure. Do you like single or dual coil RDA, RTA tanks? Dual coil, depending on the wattage, depending on the juice. But if I like a juice a lot, this fruit, icy fruit, the lime which is inside here, and I think you all know by now, this is what I vape the most. But this thing at 85 watts on that 0.22 ohm coil, holy crap sack. So then dual coil, but it depends on the chamber, which you've also got the interior design of a mod, and that's why I actually bought that the Mini, the Blotto Mini, because I want to use it on one of my mods, on my stainless steel, my shined up stainless steel mod, and I think the Mini is also shined up, but specifically for the purpose of running a single coil in there. If I do squonking and I use my 22mm RDAs, I prefer single coils. But yeah, it doesn't matter. As I said, both of them depending on the atomizer which I use. But in my RTAs in general, my RDAs in general, if I go for higher wattage vaping and I want to enjoy flavor, dual coil builds normally produces better flavor. But as I said, that depends on the atomizer which you actually use. It is. Rufus, hi there. Hi, thank you very much for joining. Appreciate it. Ben Vapes, evening from Germany, all the way. Lovely stuff. BVC make Hadley caps with integrated tips. Yeah, but you don't want the integrated tip. I've got 2 caps with integrated tips, but those tips are those thin ones, man. You don't want them. I'm not sure if that's what you mean by integrated. Any rebuildable Atties reviews coming soon? Well, I mean, yes. I did the profile recently. The Cree I'm going to do because I really like this. And this is especially nice. Yeah, this thing just looks beautiful. Yeah, you can't focus, man. Keep the fatty down. But this is a fantastic RTA for the hobbyist, because there's so much little things which is going to irritate the normal guy who doesn't have the patience. I mean, like this tip which you actually unscrew, and then the cap just pulls off. So you must be careful that you don't pull this cap once you've actually released this. I just love it. I just like it. Then you've got small little inserts which you put in, because you don't adjust your airflow over here. That airflow hole stays exactly open as it is. It's no airflow control ring there, nothing. So only the way in which you can adjust this RTA, the Cree, is by inserts with different diameter holes underneath the coil, and then obviously your coil size as well. And that's that. But I was lucky the first time and really enjoy it. And I think I went for the 2mm diameter hole which is in here. But this is going to be there. The Tauren Max, when it arrives, it's going to be there. The Blotto Mini is going to be there. I'm not sure what else. I'm definitely not going to review. Where's that thing now? I probably threw it away. The Atty which came with the Argus. If I review the Argus, it's going to be on its own. I'm not going to review that thing. I don't like it. As I said, the magnet thing is very nice and very cute, but I don't know. I don't like the look of that thing at all. Coop Juice range is amazing. Something new on the market. If you guys ask him to send me a bottle, I'm not going to go buy the stuff. As I said, I've got more than enough juices which I like at the moment though. And for me to go and pay so much money, I'd rather spend it on gear. I'd rather spend it on do-it-yourself flavorings and playing around. Like one flavoring, I just can't understand why I never bought it. And it's been around for years. It's a flavoring from TFA. It's lemon too. Not going to focus as well, but it's lemon too. And I was always looking for a nice lemon. And I tried Malaysian lemons and Persian limes and so many things. And then just decided, let's go for this guy. It's the cheapest. Haven't tried it yet. And there it is. There's the main lemon ingredient in a lemon juice, which I really like. So yeah. But if you out there and you've got a juice which you think I'm going to enjoy enough to use in my live shows, I'll do it anytime. I've got no problem. These banners at the bottom over there, as I said, is just to say thank you. White Collar, the one is because he sponsors my coils, so he will always be there. That logo from White Collar. I say he, but it's a they. It's a pair. Health Cabin, because they've sponsored me now. Four different pieces of gear, which I'm really happy with. The Chroma R, awesome. Then the Profile, and then that Expromiser, and what was the other one which they sent me? Oh, the Tigo. So that's there. It's not that they sponsor my channel permanently. It's just that they sent me gear and they actually support my channel. Vaporesso sent me a lot of stuff. Smoant, they sent me stuff. And then, as I said, Moritz, and them, they always got this always new information. They're running on a total different plane as what I do. I'm a low budget to a mid tier. I'm in between there. Those guys are running, and what was nice about them is they get in these beautiful mods which they actually show to you, and you've got the opportunity to see those things which you might not necessarily ever be able to see. They've got the contacts on Facebook. They know how to obtain things which for us normal oaks will never be able to get. So I'm so glad that they are starting this high-end shop in South Africa. I think it's going to be amazing. I'd love to look at those products. He sent me a lot of photos of what they're bringing in. And you guys are in for a treat. You're in for a treat. Definitely. Hey Kaiser, hoe kontak 'n mens jou? Kevin, I mean, Facebook is the easiest, or you can just comment underneath my video once it's loaded. And if you want my email, I'll give you my email address. And then obviously once we email, I can give you my phone number. I just don't want to post my phone number over here, because you don't know what's lurking in this chat. You might have one of those guys who fancies a 50-year-old and he just waits for me to go and walk around. So no, but yeah, Facebook's the easiest. I think I'm the only KZOR which if you're going to do a search in Facebook and you just type in KZOR, KZOR, then you're going to come across me very, very easily. You'll see the handsome man with a beautiful woman next to him, and then you know it's me. Okay, let's quickly move on to the next three mods. Let's put back these beauties over here. And let's take off 4 now. 4 of them. And yes, I'll probably be crucified for showing one of them because I put a sticker on it. But in all fairness, the sticker which I put on there, I ordered from the company which released the mod, which sold these mods. So it is a very good decal, put it that way. Decal, now you talk about a decal. But in any case, and then not a lot of people are going to probably like the next 2 mods, and they're not going to understand why I've got them. But I like them, and I'm going to tell you why I like them. It's this one. Okay. Not that I will be using it with this is the Hadron, by the way, from Steam Crave. Not that I will be using with a squonk pack at the back. Not at all. It's just too large, and I've got better squonking systems than that. But I like the simplicity of this thing, and there's not a lot of mods out there which is regulated, which actually look like something which can fit huge atomizers on top of it. And that's the reason why I like this. Comfortable in the hand, and even if you hold it nice and skew, You've got this thumb fire over there. If you turn it around like that, you've got this finger fire over there. I just like it. I like this guy. And as I said, the battery door, it's also one of those flip open battery doors. Nice and solid battery door, you can actually see over there. Dust is good. So I like the Hadron. I think it's nicely built. Most people probably don't like it. I enjoy it. And then you got to have something like this in your collection somewhere. Okay? You got to have it. The PWM. Because somewhere along the line, if you're a collector, you just need one big guy. Just that statement, RDA or RTA, that 40 millimeter. Those things which you just walk around just to fog up a place. If you don't like the company, put it on 140 watts, high VG juice, purge 3-4 times, deep inhale, and you cloud up the place. And when the cloud settles, you're gone. And that's your exit. And that's what you need this guy for. Also well built, no problem with this mod. Your options, there's not a lot of options. I think it's either between this and the Hammer of God, which I know is commercially available. But I like this mod. And I tested the Hammer of God as well. This one's got some regulatedness to it, which is cool. But yeah. Then the Chroma R. No introduction over there. You all know the Chroma R. Beautiful, beautiful MTL mod this. Beautiful. As I said, because it uses 18650, it's not a 21700. To stretch your 18650, best to put a nice 22mm RTA on this guy for MTL action. And this is super for that though. Absolutely. You're not going to run 90 watts with this, for sure. It's not even going to go up to that. So yeah. And then last one of row number 2 is this. And that's what I want to show you. So as I said, this is actually a decal which is on there, which is, I think, looks amazing. Now this is the black hex version 3, but the decal which you order from the shop is those extremely quality decals. There's no edges which is going to flip up there. Totally waterproof, juice proof this, and I think I brought in 2 of them actually, but I bought it about 10 months ago, and then made the mistake of picking normal postal service in South Africa, normal postage, because you don't want to go and pay $37 for DHL Express on 2 decals which cost you $12. You don't want to do that though. Then it's going to work out hopelessly too expensive. So I thought I might as well wait for it. I've got no problem. It's only decals. So I paid that amount. After 3 months, 4 months, I thought, no, it's stolen. That's the first thing which you're going to think. It's stolen. Because normally you follow the tracking number to South Africa and then it disappears. Somewhere it's gone. So 10 months later, postage. There I go and pick up these decals. Totally forgot about it. And then I gave Calvin, I gave one of them. I gave him the steampunk version. I think he used it. I'm not sure. But yeah, that is my Hex V3. And that, I think you also need a Hex inside your collection. Definitely. Okay, there's Rob. There's old Rob Fisher inside. There's, I want to try a strawberry juice. Trying to get my hands on a bottle will do soon. Yeah, Henry, it's nice. If you like strawberry, you can enjoy it there. It is a nice strawberry. Finally getting some South African Red Pill soon. Yeah, it's Mr. Rob. Thanks to Mr. Rob Fisher, that Red Pill is now a worldwide well-known juice. So yes, if he likes it and he got so many other people on it, then you can know it's a very good juice. It's a very good juice. And he's very picky. I sent my juices to Uncle Rob and he says it sucks. He doesn't like my juice at all. He just enjoys those kind of numbers. Red Pill. He always goes back to Red Pill. He might get a juice and say, yeah, this thing is nice, lacquer, and he watches one episode of Suits vaping that juice, and then he just turns his head and he notices that the Red Pill there in the corner. Then he looks at this juice, and before you know it, goes to the basin, cleans out his atty, fills it with Red Pill, and there he goes back on the Red Pill train again. I think he just ordered about 30 or 40 Red Pill bottles now, just in case our powers to be decide to push up our lockdown again. So now he's a Red Pill ambassador. I will send you a Facebook message to get your details. We'll organize you some of Coop juices. Ah, cool, Flat Monkey. It will try it. As I said, if If it's nice juices, I've got no problem just showing it though. But the people just don't like the fact that I don't show some of the juices. But yeah, but what can I say? What can I say? I'm not gonna show a juice and say it's nice when it sucks. But if it's really good, I'll definitely promote you. I'll definitely promote you on the channel. But doing a full review on the thing is not going to work for me. I mean, that's the thing that irritates me so much about these juice reviewers. Every flippin' juice they get is nice. You can send them a bottle of 60 ml castor oil, 60-40 VGPG mix, and then they will say, no, good shit this, good shit. Just so that they can get more juice. I'm done with that kind of stuff. Don't like it. You got to be honest with the people. I mean, how else do you expect them to improve their product? Uncle Rob, waiting for your reveal of the hardware. So Uncle Rob's got some nice special stuff. I'd like to see it as well. Do you use any high salt nick? Not salt nicks. I don't like salt nicks. I'm a free baser. I enjoy my free base, but the highest I go up with free base is 12, and that's currently what I've got in the Cree, and it's also what I've got in the Aromomizer is 12 milligrams of free base. Num 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 num. The inner diameter of the coils you use on the RTAs, and also, as I said, Kevin, it depends on the RTA, but the one which I've got in here at the moment is stock standard white collar blue aliens, which is standard 6 wraps, 3 28 gauges with 38 gauge nichrome aliens, all nichrome, and the inner diameter is 3 millimeters at the moment on the duals which I've got inside here. And as I said, they work beautifully. The reason why I've got 3 millimeters instead of 2.5 millimeters is, if you know the Tauren Beast, you know it's got a kind of restrictive airflow though. And I enjoy my restrictive airflow. So putting in 2.5s just pushes that airflow slightly too loose for me. And I know you can adjust your airflow ring. I totally get that part. But I like my airflow ring wide open. So if I can do my adjustments with the coils, I think it's going to be great, allowing more air in through the bottom though, and then regulating that air inside the atomizer. I think that produces actually better flavor than bringing in less air on the sides. And then yeah, I just feel that way. So yeah, 3 millimeter diameters, and as I said, that's the size. If I use 22 millimeter RDAs, like for the Squonking, the Citadel or the Entheon or the Hadley, then it's normally 3 millimeter diameters which I put right in the center. And that's something which baffles me of the Hadley, is the fact that you've got side airflow. I'm not a huge side airflow fan, especially when they bring in the side airflow, and the airflow must go down, enter somewhere, and then come from the bottom. It's just the longer I find air travels inside a design where air travels a long path, you actually lose flavor through that though. That's how I find it. I'm not saying it is for you sensitive people out there, but that's how I find it. But the Hadley's got the airflow directly from the side, and somehow they've made that inner chamber, they created in such a way that the airflow comes up very quickly, and a lot of airflow just gives you awesome flavor. But yes, there's Rob Fisher smiling. He's probably taking another toot of his Red Bull. That's why he's so smiling over there. KZOR, can you give away the blue skull at his stand as a promo? Nico Libber, that's it. Okay, Nico Libber, he says, I can give away this at his stand. Okay, so what I will do is, because the time's fairly limited now, as what we will go into the next live, which is next Thursday evening. And this is a very nice stand. This is a very nice stand. Because he sponsored the stand, I will pay for the shipping anywhere in South Africa. Anywhere in South Africa. I'm willing to take out 100 smackers and get this up. But I will get the names one by one as what people actually join. And then I will bring up a little ring spinner, which I will show you over here, because my friend Vos, which is a nice singer. You should actually go and listen to the guy, Vos Reineke. Sunday evenings, he's got a nice slow jam. If you enjoy a bit of country music, he likes plays a bit of old country, a bit of Creedence, and those things can come through. But Neil Diamond, he's got a nice voice. He's got a nice voice. But he showed me a bit how to work with this OBS, how to do transitions. And it's actually very nice. Just check out this. Hey, hello. Do you see there? Did you see what happened? He did it. He taught me those kind of things, which is lovely. So, in any case, so if you're interested in this blue stand, just come next Thursday evening at 8 o'clock. As I said, we'll always probably try and do it at 8 o'clock. And then we give away this stand, and you're going to be very happy with it. As I said, here's the white one. But what I like about the white one is I can take a black Cokie and actually start coloring this in and making this a nice, legit, true skull look. But yes, would you be interested in this? Put it that way. Would you be interested in one of these things? You're going to be stupid to say no. But yeah. So thank you very much, Nico, for putting this up for a giveaway. It's very nice. Your favorite mod, your favorite would be my favorite, the Wismic RX300. Yeah, that's yours. Going to see that Thursday evening. I've also got one of them. Believe it or not, I haven't used it yet, but I've got it. I've got the color which I wanted. I actually got it from overseas. But yeah, I like that. My favorite mod for everyday usage is this. Just because you can drop this thing, you pick it up, it's so comfortable already, blah blah blah. And I know it's a most guys are probably going to regard it as a common mod, but I like it. Dual battery lasts a long time, and the thing just works, man. It just works. But I've got a lot of favorite mods. As I say, this thing, since I've got this SX, lovely, and it's being sold in South Africa. You almost cannot find this worldwide anywhere. But the eSig store in South Africa, the eSig store, they managed to obtain 25 of these. And I thought this is going to be a mod which I will never be able to find. And lo behold, one day I just saw the ad on Facebook, boom, and there they were. Yeah. Your justification story for the steam grave made me laugh. Fog out the place and you're gone. Yeah, but it's true. That's the only reason why you're going to buy anything above a 30mm. Let's be honest about it. What you're going to do with a 40mm RTA? If it's not for clouds, if you really like clouds, you're going to get that. Don't forget Element Vape between you and me, for sure. There's Element Vape. As I said, we first hear from Moritz. Because what I was interested in Element Vape was the Pioneer. So if they're going to bring in the Pioneers and we've got to wait a few weeks, then we need to find something else on Element. Oh, no. I've got something which I want on Element Vape. Definitely. Castor olie, ja, castor olie sê ek vir jou. No review wanted, just want to send it to you. No, Flat Monkey, as I said, I will test it, and if it's nice, I'm going to show it. Because, I mean, that's how you get out there. There's a strange, hoe kan ek sê, daar's 'n snaakse houding onder mense in die Kaap. It's attitude. It's a strange attitude where there's so many juices being released down here in Cape Town, and it's as if the people don't promote one another. They all for themselves, and they get their friends, they get their cliques, and they push their juices and totally ignore other juices, which is always good. And I mean, I've seen this thing happening for quite a while now, and it's sad. I mean, if something is good, push it up there. And I can understand, yeah, you need to make money, for sure. But I mean, they're all being locals, they're all in the same business. If they need to support one another, this guy might have a client which wants something else, and because that guy helped him, he pushes that client to that side because those guys are better geared for providing him for what he needs. That kind of thing. I think it's going to happen more frequently, and everyone might benefit from it, though. But that's just me. I mean, I'm a biologist. I'm not into business. Seems to me that my beast with the 2.5 gives me a little more flavor than the beast with the 3mm. Yeah, it depends on the amount of the speed at which air actually comes in. But if you think about it, Midiboer, force, if you think about it, 3mm, it's a lot more surface area. So you've got this 3mm right underneath where you look through. There's more surface area over there. Heating it up releases more particles than the 2.5s. But then again, 2.5s might not restrict airflow that much, which allows air to come through quicker, which brings out particles. So Both of us might be right. You never know. Okay, gotta go now. Enjoy your evening, guys. We'll watch the replay later. Cheers. Yeah, I'm not going to keep you guys busy too long though. I'm not from South Africa. I'm German, but yeah, the Wismic RX is great, and also that Geek Vape. Yeah, for affordable. Very nice. Very nice. Zaid, hi there. Welcome. Very nice. Wat is jou beste MTL voor jou? Op die oomblik, the nicest MTL which I enjoy the most is this one. I enjoy him the most. And as I said, you get different glasses, you get different tips, you get the adapter, you can put on your own tip, you got the inserts which you can play around with. I just like this one because of its the intricacies, the detail which they've got, it's finicky to play on, but once you get it right to where you are, the Cree produces very good flavor, very good MTL flavor. But yeah, this one I've used more than I've actually used this one, and the Precisio as well. But this one is fairly new, but I'm really liking this one. Well, I mean, it depends on you. Depends on what insert you're going to put in here. Remember, I've got a 2mm insert in here, but it goes down all the way, I think, to 0.6 millimeters. So you decide how restrictive you want this. And I mean, I'm probably vaping it, potentially, put it that way, 4 more steps down, I can make it more restrictive than what it currently is. And you should be able to see from that vape that it was very nice and restrictive. The Deja V D7 with an Amit MTL, easy, cool. I have one inbound. Yeah, no, Rob, I would love to hear your opinion. I know the only thing which we have up until this point agreed on was that you said you enjoyed the Tauren Beast as well. And then obviously you went back to your Dwarfs and you went back to your Skylines, which obviously I can totally understand. But, and then Maviton, there I've got to give you that. And I think the Mollicells, there I'm also going to give you that if they bring it in. Because of Moritz, I trust his opinion a lot. I like what the guy tells. He's got nothing to hide. He's got no reason to lie to me about something. When he said this cotton is good, I wanted it. So yeah, and I'm definitely very happy that I actually purchased a big bag of this cotton. It's great cotton. Great. Yeah, Zaid, somebody... Oh my word, this is nice. Zaid, somebody asked me about the Berserker V2 a bit earlier though. I haven't tested it though. What is your recipe for the lemon? Maurice, yeah, I can give you my recipe for the lemon if you want. But I've got 3 lemons in there. And the one lemon, as I said, the main lemon is this guy, which is at 4%. I've got that lemon. And just to tone down a bit, because it's got that nice, strong skin pulp lemon, that guy. And then you've got this lemon from Flavor Express, which I just add 1% in there. And then the other lemon which I use is, where is that little guy now? Is a sour lemon. No, it's this one, Italian lemon Sicily. That I also use at 1%. And then I put a bit of cooler in there, and I put a 0.3%, not a lot of sweetness in there. And then I add sour. 1.5% sour. And that's lekker. You can use powerful sour as well, which is also a nice additive. But I was just looking for a nice fresh lemon. That's all I want. Not a lemon and lime, not a lemon and guava, lemon. That's what I wanted. And it's very nice. But yeah, it's easy. Z het online. Okay, yes, the Geek Vape is only about £40. Don't know how much rand that is. KZOR, I'm looking for a single coil RTA and what vendors have stock. Well, I can tell you RTA which people are raving about, which I tested, but I must say I haven't tested it to its potential. I think I was a bit hasty getting rid of it. I will get it again and try it again, is the Destiny RTA. So you can try the Destiny. Maybe somebody in the chat over here has got the Destiny and is very happy with the Destiny. But as I said, I know that people are raving about single coil inside the Destiny. That's nice. I'm getting the Blotto Mini for a single coil, but I hear people say again that you can actually fit 2.5 millimeter diameters inside the Blotto Mini, which is strange. I was actually hoping that you can put in a single 3 millimeter diameter coil, but apparently the posts are wide enough, and you want to try and get your coils close to the post as possible. So yeah, but if you're talking about these type of RTAs, nice and tall RTAs, then for flavor, then you can go and try that. Try the Destiny. Give it a go. Coil placement is everything in the Destiny. There you go. Zaid says it's everything in Destiny, but dual coil is life. Yeah, no, I enjoy dual coil. Elevate single RTA. Ek weet die, I had the Elevate. You just like the Elevate because you haven't tried anything else. But it is a single coil RTA. I wasn't a big fan of the Elevate, to be quite honest. So yeah, can you talk about your personal maintenance when cleaning, re-wicking, any extra advice? Roll. Obviously you've got to wait till your tank is empty. If you're talking about putting in new coils, doing the whole thing over, after I've used this for, let's say, 3 weeks, I totally clean it out, totally. So what I do is I take extremely hot water, remove my O-rings, and then put all the components inside that warm water. Because remember, this Tauren has got very fine honeycomb airflow inlets, small little holes, true honeycomb holes. And your juice can start slowly but surely blocking that. Especially if you've got high VG juices and there's a lot of sweetener maybe in there. It starts blocking them up. And you can actually feel your restrictiveness going down. And that's why I put all my components in there. And then obviously assemble everything, clean it out, blow it out, blah, 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 put back the O-rings, and then build a fresh pair of 3 millimeter diameters on here. Dry burn it, starting at low wattage, going up a bit higher though, even out the glow, and then putting in the cotton. But if you're still happy with the coils and you just want to replace your wick, then it's actually very, very simple. Just remove your wick and dry burn your coils, put it underneath a tap so it can cool down very quickly. It also gives you that temperature shock where there might be some residue on there which just breaks loose after you do that specific one. Because of the heat and the cold contracting and the relax, very quickly you get that. Then just make sure that it even out the glow, and then wick it again, and Bob's your uncle, and there you go. But there are guys that we use. I don't have an ultra cleaner. What's a sonic cleaner? I don't have that. I think Uncle Rob has got one, and that's the way he does. He uses that to clean out, to make sure that everything's spick and span. Hi Robert, thank you very much. My hair is there. There's Puff the Magic Dragon still, P26A, and the P42A 21700. What you on, Puff? What you talking about? What's happening? Robert, no, I'm very good. I'm enjoying going live a bit though. It's very, very nice. How enjoying the trilogy. To be quite honest, Zaid, I'm a bit disappointed with the trilogy. I was expecting a lot more flavor from the Raves, which has been out on this. But yeah, mine is sitting over here. I will try one more build on this. I mean, the flavor's nice, but the flavor's not this. And if people rave about something, I expect it to be on par or come close to this. So yeah, and it's not there yet. But I love the look. I think it's a beautiful RTA. So I'll play around with it. But at the moment, though, you can see it's been lying there. Let's be honest, for a week and a half now. It's been sitting there sole alone, as if it's said a curse word and I put on a dunce cap and send it to the corner. But it's there. Just wondering what's your opinion about pods. I don't really like them, but that is my opinion. Alex, I do not prefer pods above any of my other regulated mods. Definitely not any mod I'm talking about which can accommodate an atomizer. Definitely, but it's starting to, how can I say, it's got a place. There I've got my PM80 SE right in front of me. And it has got juice in it, as you can see over there. Battery's charged. That's that. But currently, that is the only one which I've got right in front of me. And I like to put in a high nick juice in there. Okay, no, I lie. This is the other one, but I don't really regard this as a pod mod. The Pasito 2. The problem with pods is they're going to keep on bringing out pods. Lisa from, I think, Smoan. Yeah. No, Maggie. I'm lying. Maggie from Nevox, this company. She chatted to me earlier today or yesterday, and she wanted to know what was my personal opinion off camera of that. And I told her, listen, I can mention all the good points about that. Like you can mention good points about most mods which come, most pod systems which come out now. But I told her, your honest problem which you guys are facing is the fact that your market is so saturated with pods at the moment that it's going to make selling it, even as a reviewer, selling it hard. And bringing in, even if it's 1 or 2 negatives, people are going to go to those reviewers which rate everything basically as positives. Although they might not be the most honest, but then you being honest, unfortunately, you're doing harm to those people, trying to save your integrity. So yeah, pods has got a place, no matter how you look at it though. Most people are not the hobbyists like we are. Most people are pod vapors. Most people looking for those MTL devices or those quick use devices. Just put in a cartridge, put in juice, and there you go. Charge it with the Type-C or micro USB, and you're off. So unfortunately, majority of vapors are like that, and they know it, and that's why they keep on bringing out these things. Absolutely. But yeah, I don't have an ultrasonic cleaner. You should ask Rob Fisher if he's still in chat, or anyone that's in chat that actually has got an ultrasonic cleaner. I know he uses it a lot, and there's a lot of guys which swear by ultrasonic cleaners, which use it religiously. But I'm not. I don't use. I've never had one though. I don't think I've got space for one though. I've got so many other stuff over here. When is the next vape meet, Mr. G? Smoke free. You must organize the next vape meet. Then get your Corona buddies together and let's do something. I've got no problem. There's negative effects of salt nicks. Not that I know of, Ahmad, but the thing is, I know people that are sensitive to salt nicks, but I don't know of anyone that's sensitive to freebase. So yeah, so some people get that harshness in the throat from salt nicks, so I don't even bother going down the salt nick route. I've got a few juices at the back there, which I bought from somebody with salt nicks in it, so I don't have that negative reaction to it though. But I'm just so used to freebase though that I stick to freebase. What is your take on Rip Tippers and his comeback? Roll, I said it my last live when I went. I don't know them on the level which the international reviewers and know him though. But yeah, the only thing which I can basically say against Rip is the fact that he said that all reviewers get money, which is not true though. And I think that upset most people. But I can understand why he's coming back. That's his job. That's where he makes his money. And he's got a house, he's got a few cars, he's got a wife, he's got a certain lifestyle which he needs to maintain. So yeah, is it something which I would do? I don't know. I'm not in his position. But I can understand why he does it. So yeah, the money's good. Those guys, they're going to pay him. They're going to pay him. Let's face it. The guy puts up a video of a toilet roll double ply, 1.3 million subscribers. Let's say there's only 100,000 or 50,000 watching. That's 50,000 people who sees that double ply, who's got friends. And if he says it's the softest thing on his arse he's ever used, then the chances is it's going to sell. And the companies know that. And that's why they're prepared to pay him the big money for that though. So what would you do if you were in his shoes? That's the question which I think you need to answer. So yeah. Okay, Rob says, waar's jou Caliburn? No, my Caliburn's are here. There's my Caliburn. There's my one Caliburn. And here's my other Caliburn, my one with my custom sticker on it. But yeah, this one's just without the pod. But here's my Caliburn. I've also got the Coco which I got from Vapor Mountain, from Benji. And my wife hogged the Coco. So yeah, she really loves the Coco. She loves the size of it. She loves the flavor of it. And so yeah, that's testament to it. And when we braai, that's what she uses. Zero nick. She just enjoys the flavor. So yeah, Caliburns are good. I agree, that is true. I don't use mine that often, Rob. Too painful to fill, to clean when warm water's in the sink is well good enough. Rob, to be honest, that is why I don't want one. It's the maintenance which it has. I can understand the little shock waves it creates. I can understand that it actually cleanses and cleans fantastic. But I've got no problem just taking hot water and lying my gear inside it. And then later on, give it a shake. And that what was in there, which is blocked, has dissolved. So yeah. So I'm not into that maintenance thing. Best 8mm squonk bottle. I need something good for my squonks now. Oh, yeah, that's hard. That's a hard question. I haven't squonked for a long time now. To be quite honest, I really want to get back into squonking. And hence I'm hunting down a blue, if I can find a Vicious Ant which is blue, any nice blue and black squonker. I'd love one. And that's the thing I'm looking at Element Vape for. Because they're the only people which has actually got the Aegis boost. Well, not the Aegis boost, but the Aegis squonker in the black and blue version, which I can find. And I think that would be great with a black and blue tip Hadley on top of it. Then I'll squonk definitely again. But 8mm bottles is difficult to tell you what is the best one, which is best out there. I've lost touch. Gold Nick or Prime Nick. I'm happy with plain old simple Gecko. And I've never had anyone complain about the Gecko nicotine which I use. So yeah, nice and cheap. But lately, the ban is over now. We're most allowed to buy nicotine products. Am I right? So yeah, lately I've been getting very nice nic from. Well, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but yes, not sure what it is, but it's also very, very nice nicotine. Prime I tried once. And I don't know if I got a dud bottle, but I had very harshness in my juices with Prime. And I think once bitten, twice shy. Not that it's I'm not saying it's a bad nick. I just didn't have a good experience with Prime. So I left that out totally. I'm not there. Started a kid. But Alex, no, that's a long time ago. That Rip Tripper's kid, that's when he was that superhero with that costume. And I think he stopped that channel already in the meantime, from what I heard. My dogs are always inside. When my kids are eating, the dogs are always around where there's food. If I just do that, I'll just close the doors at the moment over here. You'll see the doors are closed. Those doors. So they can't come in at the moment. But if they hear packets, then they would be here quickly. Okay, what's your thoughts about the Reload 26? I wanted to get the Reload 26, but I didn't want to get it. It's one of those things. You want to get the Reload because of the name. And because of the success story of previous atomizers. But when I saw that air intake at the top, and they actually have that cap, which you need to adjust to control the amount of airflow at the top, and the distance that airflow needs to travel to get to those coils. And then I saw people starting to put up ads after one another of the Reload 26s, and I think the signs are there not to get one. So I'd rather wait till somebody else close to me gets one, test it, and then if it's awesome, I'll get one. But yeah, that worries me a bit that the people are selling these. The black, I know the black and blue single top side. Ben, I saw that one, but it's not the correct blue. If I'm not mistaken, it's a very light blue. It's not a royal blue like this. It's a lighter type of turquoise blue. I think so, and it's the wrong blue. I need a blue which looks like this, which has got a nice darkish blue on it. Yeah, no, Zaid, I cannot wait to test my Hadleys. Even my Hadeon, even the Citadel, I'd like to just give them a go again. Because they provided me with so much joy. And remember, back in the day when I made my own coils, that's when I used them. So imagine the coils which you're going to get now. Putting a pair of 3mm white collar, blue alien in there now. How that's going to taste. So I cannot wait to get that squonker and actually give it a go. Go for the topside dual. You get that in black and blue. Okay, for yours. I saw that though. You're talking about the splattered one. Because that's the only one which I know has got the right type of blue inside of it. But the problem with that is that the Hadley looks a bit weird on top of it. That squonker is too big for the Hadley. You want it to look in proportion as well. And that plays a big role. Yeah, no, Alex, I think he stopped. Robert says, mine is the same. Can shout at the top to your voice with a 20 feet away, nothing. Yeah. Ben Vapes, yes, it's light blue. Yeah, and that's the problem. I'm looking something with a deeper blue. Rattler food wrapper, when they are 200 meters away, they come instantly. So true. No, that's so true. They food connoisseurs, experts, and they can smell. I can take the smallest piece of biltong and just throw it somewhere in the garden. And don't tell the dogs. And all of a sudden you see those nostrils flaring up. My big Labrador is 15 years old. The thing is, I think he's dead already, but he's alive. It's one of those weird phases, which is he's partly almost on his way to the next world. But when he sleeps, I enjoy putting a nice piece of bone at his nose. And then he's deep into sleep, and he just sees one nostril just lift up. And then all of a sudden, you just see that mouth going over and to get that. Those dogs, they can be blind, they can be deaf, and it's just weird. Their sense of smell, it's as if it's the last thing to go. They've got an amazing sense of smell. I think the Reload 26 was targeted towards the guys that want that leak-free insurance, but Top Airflow will never touch. I'm on you on that. Absolutely. Absolutely 100%. And the problem which people have with bottom airflows is the fact that they say that is leak. No, they don't. They don't. You might get the odd atty, but that's not the atty which becomes popular. Just find out what is great bottom airflow atomizers, which a lot of people like, and then go for that. But bottom airflow, as I said, it reduces the distance of travel. And that's why side airflow is even going to be a better option than top airflow as well. Now, I'm not a big top airflow fan. I mean, you can see all the atties around me, all of them. Bottom airflow. Bottom airflow. I just love it. Yeah, Ben, the dot mod 100 watt squonker is too round, too rectangular. I don't like the shape. What can I tell you? I like the color, but I don't like the shape, and it's still too big for a Hadley there. I agree, Roll. I don't get this Kaiser's beast obsession over his own. No, man. Zaid. I've owned 6 Tauren beasts in total. I've got 4 left. I've been down to 2, but then I bought 2 again. I've got 4. Had the reload. People went crazy on the reload. I wasn't impressed with the reload. Sold it. Got myself a second reload months later, after I thought something which I did wrong. But it just shows you how palettes differ. It just shows you. So yeah, glad you guys enjoy the reload. I just didn't like it that much. But it must be good if everyone's raving about it. It's the wicking skill. Get a bottom airflow. If you can wick, get a top airflow. Yeah. True, yeah. Can you recommend any RDAs? I want to buy more RDAs. There's an RDA which I don't know if you can still find it though, but it is such a good RDA, and that's an RDA for vaping from Coil Turd. It's so good, but I think it's sold out in South Africa. You're not going to doubt you're going to find it, except if you find somebody. I had 2 of them, and one of my subscribers actually begged me to sell him one of mine, so I sold him my black one, but I kept the other one. But that's a very good RDA. But there's, as I said, depends on what flavor you are used to, which is out there. I haven't tested the Asgard Mini. I wanted to get the Asgard Mini, but it was sold out. The one which I wanted is I couldn't find it. But I know the Asgard Mini is side airflow, but they also rate. Maybe it's one of those Hadley Miracle. But the way which it gets posted on different social platforms, it's got to be a very good RDA. So yeah, there's another one for you, which you can opt for, the Asgard. What did a monster eat when it has its teeth checked? Dentist. Okay. All right. Asgard Mini is close to the RDA for vaping. Ben says, I'm loving my Asgard. So there you've got two very nice options for RDA. If you don't want to go to something typical like the Drop or the Dead Rabbit or something like that, you want something nice, there's your two options. Try and find one of them. Go for the Asgard, because that's one which you can find at the moment still. But yes, there's Drop Solo as well. Midi Boer comes in there with a Drop Solo. Oh my word, look how long I've been going on. Oh my crap sack. Listen, just remember this. I'm going to give this away. If there's anyone in the meantime, up until next Thursday, who's got juice which they want to put up with this guy, so we can maybe do 2 or 3 spins. I will put up a bottle of mine, Blimey, so you can actually taste that as well. Welcome. Just contact me and chat to me, but I don't want to keep you guys awake any longer though. And I just want to thank Force for teaching me about these transition stuff, which is actually very, very awesome. And then the guys at the bottom, White Collar, my patrons for supporting me. I know I've only got 5 patrons, but it's awesome. And I don't give you guys a shout out enough. And then watch that Vapors Cafe. Watch them. As I said, those guys are going to grow. Those guys are going to bring in awesome gear. They're going to bring awesome accessories. Nice nanny. I will be using this a lot from now on. And then, yeah, Health Cabin, if you guys are watching, Jeff from the Health Cabin, Smoand, Lisa, Vaporesso, thank you very much for supporting me during the COVID times. I really appreciate it too. So you guys must sleep well. Thank you very much for joining. I always like chatting to you, Oaks. And if there's a gal inside, okay, don't be like that. Don't be so sensitive. You must know, man. It's just a saying. Just a saying. So yeah, I'm going to sign off. Thank you very much for joining. Have a good evening. Enjoy your last Friday, work day, and have a peaceful and a lekker braai. Remember, choppiekie on the 4 and a bietjie brandas en coke, né? This is KZOR, signing over now.